Hi, this is Christy. We're going to make a chuck roast in the Instapot today, and this is a really good chuck roast, and it only takes a little over an hour. Let's get started. Okay, this is a little over 2.5 pounds. The first thing we're going to do is push this on saute, and I've already put some olive oil in there, and then we're going to season this roast. I like to sear the meat. This is Lawry's. And your garlic powder. I usually like to use fresh. Let them out. So this will suffice. And this is one of our favorites for everything that we cook around here. It's Montreal steak seasoning, and it's also got garlic, and it's just salt and pepper. It's just real coarse. Turn that over and do the other side. Let's go ahead and sear it. This thing is hot. Just a minute or so on each side. This is a heavy roast. And I also forgot to tell you, this is partially frozen. You do not have to have it unfrozen to start. Careful not to use that knife on my Instapot. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side. Okay, it's been about a minute and a half. So we're going to put this to the side. And we're going to put these vegetables that I cut up, whole onion and about 3 stalks of celery, and I did it very coarse or very large because this is going to go in the bottom, and since it is going to stay in there the whole time I'm making the roast, it's going to be a little bit soggy. So this is just for taste, and I'm going to put the carrots and the more onion and more celery in the last 15 minutes. We're just going to stir this around. I'm going to put a little bit more oil, just a dash or two of more oil, and we're going to deglaze this pot. You don't want it to burn on the bottom. You can also put just a tad of water in the bottom to deglaze it, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do. It's just amazing. That stuff just comes right up. You put just a little bit of liquid in there. I cut these up real large because it's going to stay in there the whole time. And I used it's spelled U-L-U, I think it's called Ulu knife that we got in Alaska. I really like it. I got a cheap one because I think that was just kind of like the thing to buy when you go to Alaska. And but I'm going to probably try to get a nicer one from like a kitchen store or something. Okay, you can use beef broth, you can use chicken broth, or you can use a little bit of water. Today I'm going to use a little bit of water. Just probably like a cup. I'm just estimating here. You don't want to cook those vegetables too much because they are going to cook a lot when the process is going. Okay, we're going to stick this in here now. Like that. the lid on. Turn it to seal. Okay, well, we're going to put this on for 1 hour. You can use the manual button, you can use the meat button. I usually use the manual button just because. We're going to go up to 45 minutes. And it will start. You can use a frozen roast, really anything frozen. You do not have to defrost to first to cook in the Instapot. The only difference is it just takes a little bit longer to come to head or to come to pressure. And so as soon as this comes to pressure, it will start the countdown for 45 minutes, and then we will start getting our carrots and stuff ready. Okay, it's cooked for 45 minutes and it's naturally released for 10. So now we can go ahead and open up this valve and let it finish up depressurizing, and then we'll add our vegetables. Okay, it's released all of its pressure. Let's open this up. Now this will not be tender yet because I only put it on for 45 minutes. But it's actually pretty tender. Just see how much juice it made. Now we're going to pour in these vegetables, and I cut them up smaller because these are going to be the ones that we'll want to eat. The others are just going to be for taste. We're going to put this back on. And put it back to seal. And then this time we're going to we just want the vegetables to cook and the meat to cook for just a little bit longer. We're going to put it on manual, and we're going to go to 12 minutes. I don't put potatoes with mine just because my family likes mashed potatoes. So over here I just have some potatoes boiling for mashed potatoes. Okay, when this counts down, goes on to 12 minutes, we'll probably let it naturally release for 2 or 3, not very much this time, and then we'll go to make our gravy. Okay, so it's naturally released for 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and turn it and let it finish depressurizing. Okay, so it's all the way pressurized. Let's open it. Earlier, I had told y'all that your meat doesn't have to be defrosted. You also do not have to add any more cook time to that. Oh yeah, it's very, very tender. Look at that. It's just falling apart. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put it in this bowl. And then I'm going to show y'all how to do the gravy. These carrots, oh yeah, they're perfect. Look at that. Okay, so let me get that out, and then we'll make the gravy. Okay, so we got it all out. I left a little bit of the remnants of the first celery and onion in there. And then we're going to take a glass and put some flour in it. I probably have about 3.5, 4 tablespoons. And then you want to fill that glass up with cold water. I have a water dispenser, but you can use water out of your fridge or real cold water out of the sink. So we're going to stir this up really, really good. Kind of make some milky. Probably should be using a fork. You can use cornstarch too. I've just always used flour. Okay. And then we're going to pour it in the juice. we're going to put it on saute. And it will thicken up. Okay, you can see that it's trying to boil. You see that? Ooh, it's getting thick. Just give it a little whisk every once in a while. But it is almost done. And I've got my potatoes ready. We always like to put Cavender's in our potatoes. It's a pretty much an all-purpose seasoning. But try it if you haven't ever tried it. It's pretty good. Okay, see that? Up there. So when it's the consistency that you like it, you know, brown gravy is not usually as thick as a cream gravy. But this is done enough for us. So I'm going to turn it off and serve it. And that, my friends, is how you make pot roast.